Oh, are we live?
We are.
I can't tell. Oh, there it is. Ah!
Double O.
Check it out. You are watching Unwrapped, baby. Unwrapped, baby. And we back at it like crackheads all the time. You know what this is, man. Stop fucking playing. Listen, hey, stop, just stop the echo. Stop everything. Let's just get straight to the fucking point.
Uh-oh.
Let's get straight to the motherfucking point.
Uh-oh.
Can we get straight to the point? Can we get no music and get straight to the motherfucking point?
Let's do it.
Because I just need to say this real quick.
Okay.
I know everybody's going to be tuning in tonight because copyright is supposed to be on the show tonight. Unfortunately, I want to get this out the way. Unfortunately, copyright had some other prior engagements and he was unable to do the show tonight, but we are going to reschedule. I'll let everybody know the next time we're going to reschedule him to be on the show, but something happened. I don't know.
Oh, stay tuned.
Yeah, so just stay tuned. But in the meantime and in between time, that ain't stopping shit.
No.
Because the motherfucking show must go the fuck on.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, let's be clear. It ain't like we ain't ever did this shit before. That's number one. Okay.
And if we're gonna be back at it like crack addicts,
I mean that's what it is. The only difference is we're not on the floor trying to look for the little pieces and nuggets of something. No, but we doing this shit. We gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say one bad apple don't spoil the bunch or any kind of analogies like that. But the show must go on.
Yes.
Regardless, we were not going to not do the show or postpone. Well, we are basically postponing copyright, but we're not going to not do the show. Just
commitment
because.
is as commitment does.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need you. I'm gonna need you to give us a little bit more energy tonight. Okay. So being how
I just like to point out for the record, I don't know. This is about the 2000th motherfucking show, and you have constantly said the same thing. So have I ever just given you any bit more than the last?
Well, the fact that you're even saying I'm giving it all I've got, Captain. Like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. You can spruce it up a little bit. Can you at least
spruce it up?
Can you at least sit up straight? Can you at least do that? Can you at least sit up straight?
What I had.
Look, we're losing followers as we speak right now because of your energy.
The reply that came to my head was quiet.
Why are you grabbing the mic?
Because
I put that shit specifically there for you, so you didn't have to worry yourself with anything. So, you see how I take care of you? You see how I take care of her, and she shits on me every fucking show. I just need you to bring up the energy just a little bit because I'm gonna say this, and you're not gonna like it.
Okay,
but I can't keep carrying. Keep carrying.
You keep it up, and they're gonna be carrying your ass out of here in the bag.
There we go with the empty fucking threats. I told you, I'm ready.
It's not empty; it's full. Okay.
All right.
It's full.
Grabbing the mic again.
What the fuck? It keep moving away from me.
Well, the mic must know something that nobody else know, but I'm gonna leave that alone. So listen. Here's the thing.
Don't make me fuck you
up. No. I'm just saying though, like we did have a guest set up for tonight, but unfortunately something happened. So now it's very unfortunate for you, but tonight
you're gonna fucking torture me for the next hour and a half.
Well, I got to do what I got to do. The show must go on.
Oh, fucking fabulous, great.
I mean, no, but for real though, all bullshit aside, the show must go on.
Yes,
and
you said that 2,000 times,
right? But also too, yes, I'm going to attack you tonight. Yes, of course, because I have to. Because now I don't have the buffer of a guest. Now I can just go all out, like really just say everything that's been on my mind.
Well, damn.
I'm just gonna air out the line. I'm gonna spill the tea.
Okay, what's the tea?
I'm gonna knock the tea over.
Knock the tea over?
I'm gonna knock it over. Knock it off the table.
Damn.
I'm gonna knock it all the way off the table. Matter of fact, I'm gonna knock it across the room.
I'm intrigued.
Hit the wall and splash against the wall. That's what I'm doing.
Shit.
I'm spilling the tea on you.
Oh shit!
I be knowing shit.
You be knowing what the fuck?
I be knowing shit. I just don't be saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
Me, little
I be knowing shit. But hey,
wait a minute. What the hell?
First of all, let me start over.
Okay.
This is Unwrapped, and I am your host, Heat Detector, and this is my illustrious co-host, the Najvino.
I might be changing my name, though, depending on what this motherfucker talking about. So,
all right, and we also have our resident hacker. I've been hacking him, and I saw he changed his name on Facebook, and I don't know what is it, Big Daddy Swiper or something? I don't know. Swipe.
Swipe
Get
God,
it
the
right.
engineer.
Get it right.
Swipe
get it
the
right,
booty.
Get it right.
I don't know
Swipe
what. I don't.
God.
Okay, so anyways, we
Big
got the engineer
engineer.
in the building. Shout out to the engineer, our resident hacker. But with that being said, I want to know what the fuck that means and why. Engineer, where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay, you're not right here.
Yeah, I
we
don't-
know this.
Where's right here?
Because yeah, we remember the last
I'm
time.
at where I'm at, and I be where I be. I can't be where everybody be, because if I do, I'll be confused.
Oh my god, that went over my head. But real talk, because the last time I had hacked into his system, and he was like, "Turn that camera off. I'm in some old lady basement or some shit." So I'm just curious why the name change. Why the name change, and what the fuck does the name mean? What does it mean?
Swipe God.
Swipe what? What you swipe? Oh, so I think we're getting. See, I wasn't that far off by calling him Mexican, because he's just from another country. So I'm believing now that our engineer may be Nigerian. Swipe God, scamming. He is hacking into our system. He may be Nigerian,
Sounds correct to me.
That's one way to put it.
but he don't have a Nigerian accent. That's the kicker.
He could be faking.
He could be. He could be faking his own accent. Huh. Interesting.
I am from Cuba.
All right. So I'm glad. I'm gonna have to figure out a way where we can shut his mic off anytime. But anyways,
I'm pretty sure he'll just hack that shit.
I'm pretty sure too. So we're doing this show solo dolo together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't prepared for this because this was some last minute action.
We were not.
But to show our resilience and our professionalism, we're gonna do this shit.
Yeah.
Can we get a high five around here?
All right.
No, a real one, like across the table.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I don't fucking do high fives. I don't do that shit. I don't fuck around with no high fives.
You see, that shit was uncalled for. See what I'm saying?
What?
Like, just this shit, the abuse and shit. This today, rare form. I
Hey,
don't know.
listen.
I
Man,
know
I
it's
got to
tough
do
to say.
something, man. We don't have our guests. For those who just tuned in right now, our guests had some type of thing that they had to attend to, and they were unable to be on the show. We will be rescheduling that show with Copyright once he's available. But tonight we solo dolo. So if we in here tonight and y'all see that link in the comments, hit that link and jump in here, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk
Tap in.
about
Let's
what
talk
you
some
feel.
shit.
Talk your shit.
So what's the tea? You talking about?
Hold on, man. Hold on. You see, I'm fucking doing a shit. This is what I'm talking about. This is what it feels like.
What does it feel like?
This is what it feels like when doves cry. Okay, this is what it feels like. I feel like I'm carrying the whole show because I'm over here trying to do a show and be professional.
You a peacock.
I don't even know what the
Gotta
fuck
let
that
you
means.
fly.
I don't know what that means.
I love the
I'm a
engineer.
peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Oh wow. Anyways, if you see the link in the comments, you can join the show. We'll have you on there. We'll talk some shit because tonight we are just going to talk shit. We're going to talk about some things. We might talk about how the podcast has been going, how we're moving, what things we have in the future coming up.
Mhm.
We do have a lot coming up in the future.
What's going on in hip hop?
Say again, sir.
What's going on in hip hop?
Yeah, I don't know. A whole lot of shit.
Oh, I thought he said we was going on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh no. If we did, it would be it. First of all, I wouldn't
That
do
would
it.
be tragic.
It would. I know you would, just for the tea and the fucking and just being a part of all of that fucking
Man,
recklessness.
It's like one of them bitches I fuck with, and the rest of them I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't want to give them any type of credit or anything because we're trying to run our show.
You can't knock a motherfucker hustle, but I
No.
ain't with all that fuck
Okay,
shit.
so anyways, can you help me? Help you?
What do you want me to help you with?
Okay, I'm trying to tell people to hit the link in the goddamn.
Hit the motherfucking link. Y'all see the shit? God damn it. It's not rocket science now. Shit.
Wow. We just lost fucking 5 subscribers right now
Well,
just because of that
what
shit.
the fuck do you want me to do?
I want you to tell them to hit the link.
If you got to write a dissertation about how to
I want you.
subscribe to
I would
some
like. I would like for you to tell them to hit the link if they want to be involved in the conversation,
shit.
or if they just want to have their face being shown.
Can you
And I would
yeah.
also like you to tell them to hit the like and subscribe button. I mean, could you do that? I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch how you do this. Let me see if you've learned anything over the last year. Let's go. And action.
I've never wanted to slap the shit out of somebody more than I want to slap the shit out of him.
Yo, what the fuck's wrong? Your
So
slapper
if
broken?
you would like
Is your
me to
slapper broken?
Watch me slap the
Is
shit out
your
of him.
slapper broken? It must
Click
be because
like and subscribe so that
Okay.
you would always
they didn't hear
get
you.
updates.
Can you take two?
Okay.
Because I was in the middle of fucking your shit up. Go ahead. I'm
You-
sorry.
Rude.
I know. I apologize.
Rude.
I apologize. Let's move forward.
Hello, viewers. Please hit like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Please. And chime in if you have something to say, or even if you don't.
By chime in, what do you mean? Would you like them to?
Click the motherfucking link in the description.
God damn. All right.
Thank
all right.
you,
So,
everyone.
So what's so Najvino, what's going on in your world of hip hop? Oh, that reminds me. For tonight, once and for all, we are going to set the motherfucking record straight.
About what?
Beats by the motherfucking Trash.
What about him?
We're gonna set the record straight. Okay. And we're
Okay.
gonna start from top to bottom. We're gonna set this record straight.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We cool?
I don't know.
Well, are we cool?
No, we're not cool.
All right. Well, we're gonna do it anyways.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
Okay, we're gonna set the record straight. What part of this do you not understand? We're going to set between you and I. Hold on, let me say this in a language.
No,
Let me
there's-
set this in a language that
No.
you understand.
Shut the fuck
Let
up.
me tell you
Listen.
what in your language that you understand.
You are arguing with yourself about this shit every week. I
All right.
haven't given a fuck in a whole year. I said what the fuck I said, and that was it. You keep bringing this shit up.
Okay, so we're going to set the record straight.
Set what record straight?
Okay, neat. Okay. Since
That
since
your opinion on that lonely ass island is just dry,
Okay.
and it's just dry, and it's
Beautiful.
still dry,
yeah,
and it's dry.
it's dry.
It's just
Okay,
dry.
well, what we're going to do
Okay.
is we're going to set the record straight.
Specifically, what record?
Well, we're going to set the record straight on how you feel about it, how I feel about it, and why we got there.
how you
wait,
gonna
slow
set
down,
anything
slow down,
straight
slow
about
down,
how
slow
I
down.
feel about anything?
Can you slow down? See, we're losing people every time you open your mouth, we lose like 10 people.
So you just low key told me to shut the fuck up, and then you tell me to talk louder, and then you tell me to straighten up, then you tell me to bend down, then you tell me to be cool. Then what the fuck you want me to do?
I said we're going to set the record straight. Okay. I'm for real having fun right now. We're going to set the record straight. We're going to set the record straight. So at this point in time, I'm actually going to sit here and I'm going to be like, and I'm going to listen to your rhetoric.
You are the human manifestation of this shit here.
I know, all taste, no nothing. I'm all taste, no flavor. All right. Anyways, so we're gonna set the record straight
Okay.
on Beats by the Pound.
I am not affiliated with any of this shit. I don't know what he's talking about. Mhm.
Right, that's a fucking lie. Everybody out there that has watched the show knows that you're 100% affiliated. Okay, now let's just set the record straight.
That is not true.
Okay. So I'm going to give my side of one part, and then you give your side of that part.
No.
Then I will give my side of another part of it,
No.
and then you give your side of that part.
No.
Okay, well then if that's the way it's going to be, then my record stands, and I'm still undefeated, and I stand on that shit. And everything she said to this point has been a lie, and you know I'm telling the truth because she doesn't even want to fucking, you don't want to bring it to the forefront because you know you're full of shit. And you know everything that you said about them is
Can
true.
I say something real quick?
You can say whatever you like.
Can
It ain't
you
gonna change.
please?
It ain't gonna
Listen.
change
You
nothing.
because I don't know what's happening right
I'm
now.
trying to set the
This
record
whole
straight.
Beats by the
Excuse me, sir.
This
Sir,
whole
sir, sir. I got to tell you something, sir. You hacked into our system, so you ain't really here for the whole vibe and the whole everything. Okay?
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Until you get as many platinum plaques as they got,
First of
you
all,
can't say
first of all,
nothing
you're not
about
even
Beats
this
by the
discussion.
Pound, sir.
This discussion, sir. If I could,
No matter how much
sir,
Master
sir,
crack that whip,
sir,
they are
And
multi-platinum
universal, blah,
producers.
blah,
Sir.
blah.
sir.
That is eating.
If I
your
could,
soul.
sir, if I could tell you something, this conversation ain't got shit to do with you. Okay? This shit ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm
So
setting the
why you
record straight with her.
say something then?
I didn't ask you to say shit. You popped in. That's the
I'm
problem.
gonna keep
Okay,
popping
people.
in. Keep
Here's the
popping
thing.
out.
We are from that. Okay, and see, this is why I'm going to set this record straight because you got people fooled like our goddamn engineer, and I think y'all fucking low key on the under. But
It ain't low key.
okay, I'm going to talk to HR when we get one.
Can you
As
please?
soon as we get an HR person, I'm going to talk to them.
And I'm gonna cuss the motherfuckers out
All
too.
right, clearly, you do whatever you want on your time, but you're on our time right now. So,
Oh God.
Anyways,
All right, set the motherfucking
let's
record
set the
straight.
record. Hey, can I get a round of applause for setting the record straight? Okay. I guess not.
That shit was as
Can I
dry
get-
as it is over there on that lonely
can I-
ass island. You said no.
Can I get a round of applause for a section of the show we're calling Setting the Record Straight? That's gonna be our new thing. We're gonna be setting the record straight.
Set these nuts. Let's go.
Okay. By the way, this is going to be a new segment. We're going to be calling this shit. You want to say it with me?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
1, 2, 3. Setting the record straight. No,
Yeah.
no. Say it with me. Setting the record straight. Yes. All right. So I know everybody's been dying to know how we even got to. I'll let you start. I'll let you tell your side.
Man,
So, okay, for those that don't know, we have this ongoing beef. But by the way, I am fucking.
we don't have an
excuse
ongoing
me, excuse
beef.
me.
You're fucking delusional.
Okay,
and
stop.
you
Stop.
keep
You're going to get
bringing
your
up
chance. I'm trying
these
to.
same
I'm trying
dry
to-
ass points, and if you say again you're undefeated, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face.
Okay, great.
Because you are not.
Okay, great. Are you done?
I am not.
Okay, because I'm trying to give. I'm trying to
And
set.
you have
I'm setting-
taken what I have said out of context for.
Do we know
over
that
here.
to be? Do we know that to be true?
We definitely know that to be
Okay,
true.
so you'll get your moment to shine.
Okay.
That little tiny
Okay.
light of yours.
Okay.
We're gonna let it shine today.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
just to set the record straight,
Okay.
as we're doing, we are, say it with me, setting the record straight. Right. Every time you say something fucked up, I'm gonna have to stop you, and we're gonna have to say setting the record straight.
Oh.
So just to get people up to speed, so those that don't know,
Mhm.
we have an ongoing beef,
Mm.
okay,
Mhm.
about a particular
Mhm.
production group
Mm.
that makes music,
Mhm.
and they're called Beats by the Pound.
Okay.
Now, we have this beef only because, and this is I'm just giving reference for people.
Okay.
Someone at this table, sure the fuck not me, said that they were
See, I don't like the tone.
what?
I don't like that shit.
All right, but again, you know what we're doing, right? We're setting the record straight.
Okay.
Thank you,
Mhm.
thank you. All right, so somebody at this table, not the fuck me,
Mhm.
said that Beats by the Pound was a top 2-3 production teams to ever do music. And when I tell you I almost lost my shit, look at me, people.
See, it's fuck shit like that. See,
Wait, I'm
see,
not done. I'm not done.
that's
I'm
what
just
talking
trying
about.
to say. I'm trying to.
What are you saying?
Okay,
What are you
listen.
saying? False
I'm-
narrative?
no,
false
no.
motherfucking
Okay,
narrative?
hold on.
False
No, this is what I'm saying.
falsities?
Okay, you want to know?
Untruths?
Do you want to know?
Bullshit?
Do you really want to know?
Lies.
Okay, because you know what we're doing. We're setting. Say it with me. Come on. We're setting the record straight.
Whatever.
Right. So
Yeah.
what I'm doing is getting
Mhm.
people up to speed
Mhm.
of to why we are where we're at with this.
Okay. Well, you're gonna
Okay,
have
when
to
I'm done-
speed
when-
a lot faster.
Okay, when I'm
because
done doing
whatever.
that, because
Uh-huh.
you're going to be the one to tell your side of how it all
I
started.
want you to realize
Okay,
that
okay,
this
wait,
shit ain't
hold
gonna
on,
go
hold
the
on.
way
See,
you think
people,
it's gonna go.
this is the
okay?
problem.
And you can
This is
shut
the
your
problem.
ass up, and
This
I'm
is
just
why-
gonna go
this-
ahead
this is
and
why I'm
tell
undefeated.
my
This
side
is
of the
why I'm
motherfucking
undefeated.
story
This is why I'm
because
undefeated.
you're full of shit.
I say it all the time.
So he making
You
it
see that?
seem like I just came out
No,
the
I
gate
didn't,
and
I'm
was
not
like,
making anything. I'm trying to say it with me. What I'm trying to do is with you. What are we
my
doing?
nerves
What are
are
we
in shambles.
what are
Like-
we doing?
like
What are we
my
doing?
mental health
Come on,
is
breathe,
not
breathe
good
and
right
say
now.
it with me. We are setting the record straight. Right. So
All right.
allow me to give them the prequel,
Mhm.
you know, how we got here. Okay.
Mhm.
This is how we got to this whole. You see people, you see the anger and shit and the frustration in her. I'm trying to set the tone of why it's here. Okay. Because I'm not here like that. Okay. So I'm just giving a reference point for people.
No,
Okay.
you should let her get a reference.
No. First of all,
Because
nobody
it
asked
was
you.
her to reference the
I
point.
don't know.
Because allegedly I'm the one that said shit.
Exactly.
I said
So she
somebody at
should
this
be
table.
saying- she
I
should
said,
be getting
listen,
reference point.
listen. Anybody can take it however they want. I said anybody at this table. It could have been me. Probably the fuck not. But I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it was me. Doubt it. Never. But you know, could have been one of them.
Okay, I'm just gonna say here. You
Okay,
just,
yeah,
you just
thanks.
let me know. You just let me know.
I'll let you know because we are. Oh, come on. We're. Can you? You're gonna come on. We can't have dead air. Come on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We are
There's dead
set.
air over there in that fucking lonely
Okay.
ass island that you
All
say
right.
no.
But come on now. We're
right.
setting the record straight.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So here's the deal. All right, so there's this ongoing beef for over a year. It's really not a beef to me because I already know what the fuck is up. But I'll get to my point after she's done talking.
See, and you steady with that. Okay.
Well, no, hold on. See,
You're right.
sometimes in life you have to learn to listen 1st
Mhm.
Then you can speak, and then you can say whatever you like. It's your world tonight.
Mhm.
I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut right now. Your little heart is gonna shine tonight brightly.
It's gonna shine brightly.
And I'm gonna stomp on that bitch and put it all the way out. All right, so here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so we have this ongoing shit, something about Beats by the Trash Pound or whatever, Dog Pound, whatever, all this other shit or whatever. Okay, and so what happened is we ended up getting to this. I say debate, but she says argument. But that's on her. But wait a minute, let me stop there because now I'm talking about me. Go ahead, you tell them your play on what happened. I'll sit back and listen, and then we'll go from there because we know what we're doing, right? Wait, say it with me. We're setting the record. Come on, give some. You ready? We are set. What? Come on. We're setting the record straight. Okay, well, let's go. I'm gonna listen. Hey, folks, I want you to really fucking pay attention to what she's gonna say right now because I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I don't do is fucking lie. Okay? But I ain't gonna say nothing about nobody.
The magical question is: have you went and pulled up the audio? Why don't we just play what I said?
First of all, we weren't prepared for this, so you know. Oh, didn't Master Abe give props to Beats by the Pound on your show? That
Millions
seems like
of motherfuckers have given
First
props
of all,
to,
I don't know who in the fuck
Pound.
that is right there.
Yeah, see,
I don't know who in the fuck is. Yo, bro, hold on.
Delusions.
Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna
love you.
First of all, I'm gonna do this. See this? Okay. Now, for even this cocksucker that just wrote that shit,
and that is rude.
I want to say this.
That is rude.
I want to say this. You know what we are doing?
Jizzo does not suck cocks. That is rude.
You're right. He lives a pineapple lifestyle. Okay. Hey, so you know what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
We are setting the record straight.
Yes.
You heard that, Jizzo?
Yes.
We're setting the record straight.
Yes.
So we're gonna get the truth today.
Yes.
We're gonna get the truth today.
Yes.
All right. So you were saying.
Yes. So we had a show where we were talking about
was
top
this before
producers.
or after the show?
This was many moons ago.
I know, but did we have the discussion before or after the show? It's a simple question.
What about me? I guess
about you. What?
Clarifying what I said.
No, wait. About you. What?
That shit was during the show.
No, it was before.
Anyway, can I?
And what did you say?
Can I speak?
I'm gonna sit back and watch.
Can I speak?
What did you say?
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
What I said was that they belonged on the list, and they were not 1, 2, or 3, none of that shit. They belong on the list for their contribution to Southern hip hop and their influence on hip hop. That's what the fuck I said. Find it. You can't argue something because you keep saying that I didn't say that. I said some other shit. I said they was top 2, all this old shit.
Yeah.
I came in that bitch with a t-shirt on, all that shit. Where's the fucking proof?
Okay.
Show me the receipts.
Are you done? So I can say my.
The question is, are you done? Because you're the one that keep bringing up this dead ass, moot ass point.
And here's why.
I wish you would have set your motherfucking mustache on fire.
And here's why. Because we are setting the record straight.
And as I previously stated, set these nuts. But what I'm trying to say is, I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I stand on that shit because they did influence, just like I said they did. I never fucking said they were the best fucking producers in the world.
Did you?
Although I don't have a problem with them.
Did you?
Either way.
Did you?
Shout out to them and God bless them. Now, you could say that shit about Universal did this shit. Master P had them chained to the motherfucking desk and all that. Who gives a fuck? Plaques, numbers don't lie. It's fabulous. They're on everybody's playlist. They being played at summer barbecues. Everybody
ain't nobody playing that shit at no fucking barbecue.
Yes, they are.
Who's barbecue? And by the way, at that fucking barbecue, who's bringing the motherfucking potato salad? Because they're the questionable motherfuckers.
On the way over here, I just played down for my niggas. And if you really want to go there,
I'm surprised you didn't get pulled over.
On August 4th,
somebody shoot your car up.
On August 4th, 1998, the game is to be sold, not to be told came out. Fun fact.
First of all, I hope the fuck you really got the computer turned on this time.
I showed the fuck.
Are you over here trying to fact check?
I showed the fuck. I thought we were setting the record straight.
Wait, you're gonna say we got set.
I thought that's what the fuck we was doing.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Set these nuts.
No,
don't forget that part. I don't want you to forget that.
All right, come on.
That's important.
Let's take it down a notch.
Okay.
We got people watching. We don't want to.
No.
Don't be rude,
You
G's.
just called.
Hold on.
You just called one of our loyal
Don't be rude, G's.
subscribers a cocksucker.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna read what it said.
Okay.
It said, "Don't be rude, G's. I'm a viewer today. Put some respect on my viewership. My Master Ace comment got you heated. Pun intended." Okay, listen, you fucking pineapple lifestyle having ass motherfucker. Let me tell you something. Get out your feelings, bro. Jeez.
Did he just tell somebody to get out their feelings?
Yeah, I'm not emotional.
Right.
No. I'm straight. I just don't like liars. Okay.
So I'm a liar.
Okay.
But you can't. But see, that's the thing. You said you said
the record
you
straight.
weren't prepared to play the audio so they can hear literally what I said. I just want you to hear it because you're the one that needs to hear it.
I should have wiped this shit down. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
So how are we setting the record straight?
Well, you're gonna say your side.
Okay.
I'm gonna say my side.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell you what the fucking truth is in the middle.
Wait a minute.
That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. I need to say.
Right there.
I need to fucking say this.
Okay.
If any part of whatever you're gonna say has anything to fucking do with Universal or any of them motherfuckers being chained to a desk and them pumping out this and pumping out that and all
I don't
that,
need to do that.
Any of that
because
shit.
I don't need to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna make all your shit invalid.
I mean, it's my opinion. It doesn't matter. How can you invalidate my opinion?
No, it's not. No, I'm not talking about your opinion. I'm going to talk about what you said.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And you just said you stand on what you said.
I do.
Okay. You done? Because we about to set. Since you want to talk your shit, we about to set that motherfucking record straight.
Set it.
All right.
Set it.
So to be really clear, the conversation started before the show because I said I wanted to start doing a list of top 5 top shits. And I asked you who, this is before the show. That's why I lost my shit on the show.
No.
Actually, let me finish.
You be drunk than a motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
We had the conversation. Listen, that was at a point in time where my drink was there, but I had just started drinking it. So I was sober when the shit jumped off.
But the question that I keep asking you is, do you have the audio to prove this shit?
E. Johnson, I'm glad you're here, bro. He's one of our loyal
welcome
listeners. And Jizzo from Jizzo Productions, Your Highness, I apologize, bro. I know I hurt your feelings, man. It's all good, man. You know it's all love. I just don't, because this shit has gotten to a point to where I'm hearing this shit outside of the show.
And you should.
No, I'm getting it to a point that people actually believe your nonsense. Because the fact is, we're going to set the record straight.
Check this shit out.
Okay. You're turning this into, I'm trying to, so we can move forward and finish doing a real show.
Contrary to your motherfucking belief.
Okay.
The world don't stop at your motherfucking feet. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you feel like just because you say the shit, it is what it is.
No.
But it's motherfuckers out here who love them niggas.
I get it. You love them. I get it.
I don't hate them.
It's cool.
And that's all that matters.
Okay. Now, once again, before I'm rudely interrupted like I am all the time, because I can't seem to get the truth out.
Okay.
Because if we're on a show where truth matters,
you know what? How about this?
You'd be fucked. There's no how about nothing.
Because you want to set the record straight.
No, let's say it together.
Okay.
Setting the record straight. No, what we're doing is setting the record straight.
Since you want to do that and you say that you're going to whatever the fuck you said, how about you lead this however you want to? It can be some question and answer shit, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to make myself feel better. I feel great.
Okay.
By the way.
Yeah.
I don't need this penny ante ass bullshit fucking conversation to make me feel great.
You the one that's
I'm fucking great, man. Okay. I'm great. I wake up great.
Okay.
You can't argue with Platinum. Who
Who
in the fuck is Pierre Turner?
A great motherfucker. That's all I know.
Who in the fuck is this numbskull? I'm gonna block his ass. I'm gonna block his ass because this ain't got shit to do with Platinum Records. Because we can go down that road.
The way he typed his words, he's probably very sexy.
I don't even know how that works. Anyways, I'll show this nonsense. You can argue about Platinum Records.
Shout out to you, Pierre Turner. We appreciate you.
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know Pierre Turner, so he can kiss my motherfucking golden nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Your golden nuts?
Yeah, you know, I'm
Sounds like you might need some ointment.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
right
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
nuts are golden. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Golden balls. That's what they used to call me back in the day. Golden balls.
Sounds like
That's a whole nother
a
shit.
bit of chafe.
A whole nother story. Nah,
Maybe some cheese.
I'm talking 24 karat, baby.
Mm.
You don't understand. This is beyond your line of thinking and thought process. So let's leave that alone. That's a whole nother fucking show.
Okay.
So, anyways, let's get back to this Beats by the Pound shit. So, anyways, right before the show, we had a discussion.
Okay.
Because I was saying, or my thought was, hey, I came to you. I remember it because I was like, hey, Nasha, check this out. What? Let me finish.
There's no fucking way you ever said anything that sounds like that. That is way too civilized.
But wait a minute. But you can say whatever you want, and how you said it and how you remember it, right?
I mean that's how
exactly.
I said it.
So let me tell you how I remember.
Okay.
You came in, we're getting ready to do the show. We had about 15, 20 minutes before the show. We're sitting down, you're putting your purse down and fixing your drink and doing whatever the fuck it is that you do. You're putting on eyeliner or something.
That's definitely not true.
So whatever. So anyways, I'm like, hey, Naj Fino, God, man, I'm glad you're here. Check this out. I have this idea for this segment for the show, you know, top 5 producer teams. And you're like, yeah, what is it? I was like, oh, no, I mean, I'm just saying it's just an idea for the show. I said this to her. And she was like, well, I don't know. And I was like, what's your top 5? And then you're like, well, first of all, nigga, I'm going to tell you right now, Beats by the Pound, easily number 2 on my list.
You was lying.
First of all, you wasn't even here.
Lying.
You were not here.
I wasn't
you
here, but I was,
you
I
were
was
not
locked
here.
in.
No one was
You
here.
were not here.
First of all, it was over video call on Instagram motherfucking live.
Anyways, that's not true. You were sitting here.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right.
So after
we were here.
Anyways, after excuse me, you say they're number 2.
Okay.
I'm flabbergasted because now I can't trust your number 1.
Okay.
I can't trust
Just
your
out of
number 1.
curiosity, who
No,
was
hold
my
on,
number
hold on.
one?
Let me finish.
Billie Eilish,
let me fucking finish.
Okay, yeah.
So I can't trust your number fucking 1 already. My head was about to explode.
Okay.
Then I picked up my drink and I took a big ass fucking drink because I could not fathom the shit that you were saying.
Okay.
You were like, oh, what you mean? Master P, and then all of it, Beats by the Pound. That's all I kept fucking hearing right before the show. And I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? You're like, all them goddamn hits. No, holy shit. Master P, yeah. No. All this shit was going on. And I'm sitting there like, holy fuck. This woman is going all in over this shit. And I said, okay, cool. I sat back and I let you flip the fuck out doing your fucking thing. And then right when the show starts, we get to talking and shit. And I was like, yeah. So anyways, I had a discussion with my co-host about the greatest production team. And you sat across, better not fucking say it. Better not fucking say it. No, better not fucking say it. Getting real Ice-T vibes from you right now. So I was like, I felt threatened because she's like, you know, either she's threatening me or she don't want the truth to be told about how she fucking feels about this shit. So I was just like, fuck you. She said Beats by the Pound, blase blah. And she's like, no, the fuck I didn't. Been denying it ever since. And so because of that, every fucking show I get a chance to bring that shit up. I bring it the fuck up. And by the way, I'm 176-0. Let's go. Round of applause, please. Round of applause, please.
I think
you know what? You know what? You know what? No.
Break.
You know what? I'm gonna do one even better.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
How about this?
Yeah.
How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? I don't need it, nigga. When I ask for a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hear that shit? Stop fucking playing with me, man.
I'm not even sure, like, all right.
Stop playing with me.
It's fine. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry for my irate behavior. I'm sorry that I cussed you out.
Whoa! I want everybody to hear this
when
shit.
I said that they was number 2 and I guess Billie Eilish was number 1. I don't fucking know. I'm very sorry. Okay? My bad. Okay?
Are you being honest? Are you being 100% honest or are you fucking with me?
I mean, you know, it seems as if you could potentially be suffering from some sort of psychotic episode.
Anyways, she's talking shit again.
I just want to support you.
We are watching a natural disaster happen before our eyes.
Yes,
wow.
We are.
I don't know what that fucking means.
Hurricane delusional fuck nuts is what he's talking about. That would be.
And Jizzle, I don't even know why you're jumping in this shit, man. Because God damn it. Anyways, so you're admitting everything I said is correct.
No.
Well, I'm gonna do something anyways.
What are you gonna do? Everybody out there to know that I dream about pushing this nigga down the flight of stairs quite often. I do.
Well,
Right.
here's the thing with all that.
I do.
You got to get up close to me first, because I'm telling you right now, what bing, bing, bing. Yeah. I hand you that hot piece, that 2-piece in a biscuit.
That certainly would have been a better topic
Yeah. Anyways,
than this
so
shit.
as I said, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I do mean to cut you off because that shit's rhetoric to me.
You know what?
And I want to just say, shout out to Heat Detector for being
How you gonna shout out your motherfucking self?
176-0 and climbing. You know what I'm saying? And climbing. I'm humbled. Thank you, people. I'm fucking humbled, really, at this moment right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Now we can get back to our regularly scheduled program.
And what is that, for the love of God?
Hey, man, unwrap. We back at it like crack addicts, man. What do you mean?
You are a fucking crack addict.
What do you mean, man? We're fucking all love, baby. Let's go. Hug. Across the table. Come here, you fucker. That was a hug. Disaster fucking happening right before our eyes. Yeah. Shout out to Jizzo, man. You're all right by my book, I guess, kind of, sort of. Not really.
All right, is we done with this crap?
First of all, it's not crap. It's just facts.
The
It's just
engineer
facts.
said crap. He's
It's
so
just facts.
flabbergasted he used
Okay,
the
so
word
let's talk
crap.
about delusional, because we know some rappers out there
Oh shit.
that we have discussed that are kind of delusional. We're not going to say any names.
Okay.
Don't. You see what I have to do with her, because
I know I'm not. Nope.
don't say any names.
I ain't even gonna do it.
We have delusional rappers out there that some of them believe and think that I don't know about y'all, but when the curtain is called, it's over.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not going to be sipping Hennessy with your homies. Wait a minute, hold on. Whoop-de-whoop says, fuck Whoop-de-whoop. Anybody that starts off with a name Whoop-de-whoop, I'm not fucking with them anyways. Just off rip.
well, the
Just
question
because
says,
you know what that says to me?
what?
Everything he says, like, yeah, I was going, whoop-de-whoop, and then my nigga was like whoop-de-whoop, and I was whoop-de-whoop, and whoop-de-whoop. Fuck that. We're good.
The
Let's go.
question that brother Whoop-de-whoop asked is, who is your
How do you
favorite?
know it's a brother?
Because goddamn it, I assume it is. Who is your favorite production team?
Who, mine?
Yes.
Oh, it's that the group called Heat Detectors, or Heat Detector, I think. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't know that nigga.
You don't have to. He's solid. He's a stand-up dude, man, for real.
Mhm.
I ain't heard shit from him.
Stand up on these nuts.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I am not gonna go for it. I'm not even gonna fall for none of this fucking shit, because I know what it is, and I'm shit's weak. Okay. I'm glad motherfuckers are in the comments. That's fucking beautiful to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Bring the smoke, because I ain't scared. But anyways, my favorite production team would probably be as a team, I would say that Bomb Squad. That was really influential in hip hop. Bomb Squad, 100%.
Now,
Eric Sadler and fuck, is not too much coffee right now.
don't worry about it. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay, what's up?
Okay. So that's your,
Whoop-de-whoop.
so,
What?
so that's
What?
team. But what about individual person? And you cannot say yourself.
Oh, well, shit. That list. I mean, like, my list only got one motherfucker on it. So no, I'm just playing. My number one producer, I think, is always going to be Dr. Dre. Because when I think of, let's break this down. Let's have a real unwrap moment right now.
Okay.
How do I feel about Death Row? Man, that's not a production question. But anyways, when
Shout out to Daz.
a real matter of fact, Daz is up there probably right under Daz and DJ Quick are right there with Dr. Dre. That's so underrated, and people don't even know like the amount of work that Daz has done on even The Chronic and on All Eyes on Me, and any like shit just crazy.
Hell,
But
DJ Quick either.
Yeah,
I mean,
Quick.
like
Yeah,
his
Quick.
influence is touching gospel, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like
major.
there's some major players out there right now that he basically birthed.
He sunned them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but the reason that I pick certain people, and I honestly, this is what I go by, I'm talking about not just an influence in hip hop, but when you change the landscape. So when I talk shit, I'm going to bring it up real quick, but this is a serious moment. When I talk about Beats by the Pound, they didn't change the landscape. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk shit, it's really from the marketing aspect, you know, all bullshit aside, it's from the marketing. That's what I always be screaming. It's from the marketing aspect and how much money was given and so on and so forth and why it was shoved down people's throats. Okay. Did they influence the South? Sure, a little bit. There's other groups that influence the South much more.
That's true.
But did they change
the Dungeon Family?
Yeah. But see, Dungeon Family changed the landscape.
They were also on the list.
Okay, but they changed.
So I can respect that viewpoint.
They changed the landscape. Beats by the Pound didn't change anything. They didn't change shit. They didn't change the landscape of music. They didn't come with anything that was different. They didn't come with anything that was like everybody else said, holy shit. We got to start doing.
You know what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I guess I can even see where you're coming from with that because they wouldn't have necessarily have done it. It would have been P. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no. Master P didn't change. He changed the landscape as business.
Yeah, as
business.
That's specifically what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, but when we talk about production teams and shit like that, to me, the people that really matter are the ones who change the landscape. When the whole genre shifts. And everything changes.
So you telling me the whole genre didn't shift when Master P came out?
No, Master. Okay, let me clarify because she understood what I was saying, and we'll get into. I understand
your point,
but also too because I'm gonna touch on this here too, because Whoop De Whoop says Master P stole his sound from the Bay, which is 100% true. A lot of people don't realize that.
I think he kind of alluded to that though a couple times.
He went to the Bay Area and saw how niggas was doing it in the Bay in California, how they were doing shit, selling things out the trunk, putting shit in mom and pop stores, and just how they maneuvered in selling and being independent. So when he took that back to Louisiana, and that's how he became so like. But when I talk about changing and shifting the landscape, Master P 100% shifted the landscape as far as business, but he was not the first one. E40 and them niggas was doing the shit way before him.
Yes.
But what he was able to do is bring it to the forefront and change the landscape as far as how motherfuckers went about doing independent shit, because back then there was no internet, no nothing. So by the time you found out what E40 and them were doing, Master P's already doing it in Louisiana.
Yeah, but be that as it may, Beats by the Pound were the house producers, and
sure.
I mean,
but they didn't change the landscape. So they wouldn't even be.
They helped.
They didn't. Okay.
So and
you're missing the point.
No,
Mr.
but our countdown list, whatever fuck you want to call it, there were no specific fine points and shit. It's based on opinion.
Fuck, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
I did say
we all came honestly, with our list.
We all
the motherfuckers that was included.
Anyways,
so you can't after the fact you can't sit there and put your dashes and slashes and shit in the list. That's not what we discussed prior to. Like if we had said who changed the landscape, we would have had different lists at the time.
No, my list would have stayed the same.
You could say whatever the fuck you want. That doesn't have nothing to do with me or anybody else that was involved.
No one in Cali respects Master P. Hey, there's a lot of people that don't respect Master P now. I'm not speaking on that.
It's just getting dark.
I'm not speaking on that. I mean, Master P could probably reach out and touch a motherfucker. So I ain't really got nothing to say about Master P. And he don't give a fuck about the Beats by the Pound anyway at this point. So he could give a fuck.
It seems like the only motherfucker that does is you.
Okay, no, I don't. But to get back to the seriousness of the conversation, and when we talk about, when you ask me what my top 5 or top 3 or whatever,
ask you who your individual,
would be Dr. Dre, because he actually changed the landscape. So when he drops, actually before he even drops the Chronic, we had Boys in the Hood, we had other shit. We had, actually even before that, when he was with Wrecking Crew, when he was making beats for Wrecking Crew, changed how music was, hip hop in LA or in California at the time, because it was more electronic and more on the faster tempo type shit. He was a part of that, along with another whole different shift. Because after the Chronic drops, think about this. After the Chronic drops, everything changes. From the West Coast changed. The West Coast changed. From the Bay all the way down to fucking San Diego changed. Every city and state after California changed. How people went about making music as far as producers are concerned, changed. Even Jermaine Dupri started putting, the fucking the synth sound that has become synonymous with West Coast music. everybody started doing and trying to give their take on that shit. That's a shift in the landscape.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
there's no argument
yeah.
here.
So that, with that being said, yeah, that's my reasoning for picking like people. When I have my top 5 list of shit and my top whatever, it's always because of the shift they were able to make. And like Timberland made a huge shift in the music industry as a producer. RZA, huge shift. You know what I'm saying? Some of them bigger than others, but there's always like these huge shifts. Same with rappers. Like the moment Rakim comes out and is known to the masses, the shift from how people were writing songs and how they were doing it completely changed.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
KRS,
that's in every genre of music. I mean,
yeah, but that's well,
and that's how.
If you were to ask me again, and we have this kind of conversation again, this is how I choose. I don't choose by emotional fucking attachment that I have to a song or something. I don't choose it by, it reminds me of fucking being in my front yard one day and I saw this lady get slapped in the middle of the street and the song came on and be reminding me of that shit. I love it. No, I look at it.
Is that a dig at me because I have a vagina? You assume that I make decisions based on emotions?
Hey, you call that shit how you want. I ain't saying none of that shit. But yeah, probably emotionally thinking. But Whoop De Whoop says the only reason I say that is because he made an album that didn't pay none of those artists in the Bay. Well, his album that he dropped, that it didn't have shit to do. He didn't have to pay them anything. He took was intellectual property is what he took. So he don't owe nobody shit for that. Of course, from a moral standpoint, how motherfuckers see things, they may feel like they need to get paid, but from just on some fucking real shit, yeah, he's intellectually stole some intellectual properties he stole. But you know, if a motherfucker ain't got a copyright on it, you know, it's all fair in love and war. You know what I'm saying? And that's why motherfuckers ain't really came at Master P about nothing, because you can't. Not from a legal standpoint, that is.
Unless you want to waste your time.
Yeah, you're gonna waste your fucking time. But yeah, so that's how I come up about my list of top whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, as a person that's been in the industry for a long time and has done things from the very bottom level of it up until not the super higher echelons of music industry, but pretty fucking close. And I've been around a lot of these motherfuckers and I see the inner workings of how things work. I understand how these things work within the industry, even though the industry itself has changed, but some of the inner workings haven't. And it's just going to remain that way probably till the end of time or till these J people die.
But what the fuck do that have to do with my opinion about Beats by the Pound?
First of all, I'm past that. You're on that still?
No, I'm just saying.
Is that what? Because I thought we
were setting the record straight.
I thought we set the record straight.
No.
Because you want to drag that back up as we're having a great conversation about hip hop?
No, I mean we weren't having
we can go there.
We weren't having a great conversation. You were just rattling off some shit.
We can go there.
Put the motherfucking hat back on.
We can go there. Shit. I'm always ready for battle.
I don't know why you think I'm intimidated by you at all.
I don't think you're intimidated by anything. I'm just saying. I'm putting my shit back on. Not because you told me to. It's because I want to put my shit back on.
I'm just saying. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Punch jump to get beat down all the motherfucking time. Intimidated or not?
I'm just saying.
Shit.
You know, like what
I'm just letting you know that if I'm ready for battle.
I don't want to have this conversation with you again until you can produce the audio.
Got you. I don't want to hear shit when I produce not only audio, but video.
I want it.
Yeah.
Please.
That's what she said. So anyways, back to our discussion. So that's how I come up about having my top list of anything when it comes to hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it from that type of standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So to me, and motherfuckers be thinking that I just be saying shit just to be saying shit, that I'm absolutely ridiculous in my mind, but I'm not. And I make these decisions based off of factual things. So then these facts are why, not an opinion. Because in my opinion, there's better. I feel like there's better producers than Dr. Dre. But it's if I have to put somebody at number
foundational
one,
though.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's for sure.
Somebody changing and shifting the landscape and still is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, hands down, man. Hands down.
Okay.
Can't nobody fuck with him. If Dr. Dre goes into a fucking a versus, who's fucking with him
on the production side?
Yeah, who's fucking with him? There's nobody. They've tried to pull Diddy into the shit. Come on, Diddy did the landscape move when Diddy made music? Sure, it shifted a little bit, but he didn't change shit because number one, Diddy's this type of producer. Put there, loop that, or somebody brings a beat to him already made, then he says, well, change this, change that.
I mean, but ain't nothing wrong with that. That's his style and that works.
Sure, but to me, that don't count as a person who makes music. I
mean, somebody might say that about you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean
it'll never work. It'll never work.
I mean, how you gonna argue about somebody's style?
Because if I'm making something, their style, I don't give a fuck about their style. I make music for me, so I could care less what someone else's opinion is. If they coming over and they say, "Hey, you should change that drum," yeah, you should go sit the fuck down and mind your business.
I mean, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a producer, you're a paid producer, or you're in the studio with him and you're paying, you know what I'm saying, for that time, and that's what you came for. I mean, why wouldn't he do that?
I mean, I'm just talking shit because if a motherfucker's paying me, I'm putting rabbit noises on there.
Okay, I'm just about to say, what the fuck
I'm doing.
Are you
I mean, like
about?
paying me, that's a different story. But if I'm making something, and somebody's telling me, whatever, how to do something or whatever. But even still, if they're paying me, I'm gonna speak and say like, well, I don't think that's gonna work out. But I'm also a firm believer in when you're recording and doing shit, nothing's really set in stone. It's not concrete. Yeah. So the creative side says, okay, we'll try it, and if it works, it works. If it don't work, then fuck it, we're going back to what I
versus shit is weird to me though. Anyway,
but who you got? I mean, like they said, Jermaine Dupri. Come on, man, stop.
I mean, I don't know, the criteria, like how they're matching people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like the arguments that people have is like, is it based on record sales, the actual number of hits?
Tell me. And you have a computer, look it up between Dr. Dre and let's just pull a Jermaine Dupri out of our ass. And who has more record sales, Dr. Dre or Jermaine Dupri?
Oh no, wait, I'm not arguing either.
No, I'm just saying because if that's the criteria,
I'm fans of both. But no, I'm legitimate because people started to question like the foundation of verses because you have some of them that where it's like it's super even keeled. I get it. I understand why you picked those two. But then you have others where you're like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? And like there are some certain situations where, because look, okay, let's do this. It's always going to be opinion based anyway.
Right.
But at the same time,
or fan based.
Exactly. And then there's different types of music. So like, it's weird to pit people against each other if it's not the same type of shit. Right. So no disrespect to Dr. Dre and no disrespect to Jermaine Dupri, but it's different type of music. And I'm not saying nothing bad about JD because I am a fan. I'm actually a lifer.
Right.
So anyway, like
JD's a cold producer. I've watched his videos and he's a cold ass motherfucker.
And same thing with Diddy. Like Diddy did beats, but then at the same time he had the Hitman. You know what I'm saying? Hell, the whole world just watched a documentary about life after death and they just broke down how the shit was made. And it's like, if we're going to say that, and let's say we're going to use Diddy as an example, then that means we have to take apart any track he was associated with. And was it him or was it one of them or who the fuck was it? Same thing with Dr. Dre. Oh, yeah. Was it Dr. Dre? Was it Scott Storch? Was it this motherfucker? Was it that motherfucker? Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what are we talking about? So when you're talking about a versus battle, like literally what grounds are we competing on?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are we doing?
I mean, versus I kind of when they made it to where they're putting it in fucking stadiums and shit
because it was a cash motherfucking cow. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers was like during COVID, there was so much beautiful shit that was created out of sheer fucking boredom.
The best
like COVID was amazing.
I don't know if anybody's out there has watched the Little John and fucking T-Pain one versus that they did. That shit was so dope.
But you know what?
And they got drunk at the same motherfucking time.
And it was ridiculous.
And it was dope. And they had a great time.
Yes, and it birthed. Now they both have podcasts and shit. But then also there was, so obviously I love hip hop, but really? I fucking love R&B. And there's a producer that I love named Jonte Austin. And he works with JD and also Brian Michael Cox, who writes all kinds of songs for all kinds of motherfuckers. But they had a lot of situations that people may not have otherwise known. Like a lot of people don't read the credits and know who wrote this and who wrote that.
Not nowadays, but back in the day, people did.
Right, and it's like
attention to those
some of these motherfucking songs niggas didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, Versus gave us a lot of information about our culture. You know what I'm saying? That may not have otherwise been brought to the
the man behind the machine.
Yes, and I missed that shit.
You know,
yes, because
like,
we don't have
we
that
basically
shit no more.
what we got was what we don't have anymore is like back in
Behind
the
the
day,
music and that kind of shit.
yeah, but like back in the day, you bought an album, you read everything on it
Corner
front
to
to back,
corner in that
right?
bitch.
And so if somebody was having a conversation with you, knew they were lying, or you knew
Yes.
because you read that
And that's
shit.
me, guy. I'm
Yeah.
What you, so
Yeah.
who did what? What
So
did they? Okay.
What Versus, the beginning of Versus really did, it kind of gave you a glimpse, because if the motherfucker went on there and they said they made this beat, they'd almost have to pull out the person that actually made the shit with them.
Yep.
Because they can't, they could have went on there, and they may have, some of them may have lied and said they actually did that shit, but I'd say most of the time they were very upfront and honest and being like, if it wasn't for this thing, I wouldn't have made this beat, or if it wasn't for this dude coming in and just telling me to hit that one key or whatever. And we got to see a glimpse behind the curtain a little bit with the Verses.
And
by the way, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Yeah.
This is the Naj Bino I wanted every show. Okay.
I've been waiting. I swear, I've been waiting for you. Shut your ass up. Whatever.
This is the Naj Bino I want. I want everybody to remember this moment, because it's going to turn around and end up being a fucking argument, because she's going to swear to God that she was never doing this, having this type of dialogue with me. I just want to make that clear. She's going to start saying some shit like, show me the goddamn footage. I'm about to kick you across the table.
You know,
God damn it.
I'm pretty sure that will be said. I'm
right.
pretty fucking sure. Okay. Yeah. So we digress. Okay. So tell me, don't try to interview me. No, I'm not. But I do want to pick your brain about some shit.
Okay.
So I know that you like sampling, and I will say
I love sampling.
That the way you sample, I fucking love, because you could take the most weirdest shit and do something even weirder with it, which is fucking beautiful. If you ask me.
Thank you. I mean it. I'm saying thank you because I mean it.
But is there like any song in particular that you just like, if like I this one fucking song right here, I just love it. I love to just take all kind of pieces and just chop it up, fuck it up. Like I love this song.
It's really weird. That's really weird. You asked me that question because it was, I get up every morning and I make music every fucking morning, especially as of late when I quit drinking and my mind is so clear and all my ideas, is one thing. And I'm just going to say this real quick. Is one thing, when you're drinking, you don't really realize, how much your brain is being clogged up. And so like my creative process was really being stifled at the time. And so like now when I wake up, all these ideas, how like when we interview people and I go, yeah, we get those ideas and then blah, 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 when you're trying to go to sleep and then you can't sleep and then you're just staring at the ceiling, because that's how it used to be. And then for some reason, I just kind of fell out of my whole creativeness and shit. And now it's like, I can't fucking wait to get my hands on this shit in the morning. And I can't wait to even pick my own brain and see how I'm going to fucking chop some shit up and do some shit. And crazy that you asked that question is because I was sitting back, I think it was the day before yesterday. And I was like, man, one of the most amazing songs. And I kept thinking, man, I love it so much. And I love it so much that I don't like fucking with it, but I fuck with it all the time. And I haven't exactly made anything that I felt really did that song really justice. And trust me, I've chopped that motherfucker up literally probably 1,000 times, made 1,000 beats off of it. And I just because that song, it was your smile, your
Renee
smile.
And Angela?
Yeah, your smile.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Man, what's her name? Not Stephanie Mills. Oh gosh, I can't remember her name. Oh, well, there's actually 3. It also to Portuguese Love by Tina Marie.
Oh yeah.
That one, and the song Your Smile. I for whatever reason I can't think of the name. Is it Angela
Angela
Winbush?
Yeah.
And somebody and the other one is oh shit.
What's some of the words or something?
No, that's what I'm thinking of. Like right now, my brain is kind of farting right now. It's not silly of me, but it's Denise Williams. Is it Denise Williams?
Denise.
It's a beautiful fucking
I Gotta
song.
Be Free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that song, rest in peace to my mother. Like that song, like every time I hear it, I just fucking cry because I think of my mother.
That's the shit.
And again, it's one of those ones that I have worked on and done shit. I've got so many different versions of beats that I've made with it. And I'm not ever satisfied with it because it's emotionally, it's like a little too much. And then on top of that, I love those songs so much that I'm even 1,000 times more critical of myself when I'm making it to those particular ones. So yeah, that answers your question. Yeah. But I think about those kind of things all the time. That's why I thought it was funny that you asked me that shit, because I think it's
I always wonder that. Like,
Yeah.
but like for producers, I'm pretty sure every time we do an interview, I always ask. There was a guy that we had interviewed, and I brought this up to you the other day.
And I know who you're talking about.
We
now.
had pre-recorded those shows,
Right.
and that interview.
He's from Cali, but he
Yeah.
lives in Vegas now. Yeah.
Yes, that interview with him, we had a really good conversation, and like he was a hip hop producer, but most of the music that he makes comes from R&B, and he's a
Right.
super huge R&B fan, and we just had a really good conversation about, you know, the best of both worlds.
I
But
was
like,
drunk, so I remember it, but I don't remember it.
but I'm like a really huge
But I know who you're
Alexander
talking about.
O'Neal fan.
Yeah.
And he was also, and then, you know, he had played some of his beats that he had sampled some of his
I
songs and
don't
shit.
remember that. I must have been blacked out by that time.
Yeah, he was pretty pissy. But you know, I mean, like I feel like most producers who enjoy sampling, they have a song that's like that's their pocket song.
Yeah.
And like you
100%.
Yeah.
I've got shit in my vault. Like I got a vault of music that will fuck your head up, that I don't let people hear it. I don't know why, but I'm like greedy with certain things like that. Like, these are precious. You know, these are my little precious. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, and I think a lot of producers kind of feel that way. Some producers don't. They'll let everybody hear their entire fucking catalog of shit. But I have certain shits that I listen to by myself, and I just go, well, you a cold motherfucker, and I don't want nobody to hear it.
So when you create something though, do you
Trying to interview me? I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you I don't like, I know how I want to ask the question in my head, but it just don't come out that way. So when you create something, is it presented to the world in a way, and that's the way you want it to be received? And if someone receives it differently, do you kind of feel some type of way, or
Not as of
put
late.
it out?
Not as of late. As of late, when I post beats and shit, I put it in a format for somebody to write to. That's it. So it's really like the conventional 8-bar intro, straight to the verse, hook, 16-8, 16-8, 16-8 outro. And so I put them together like that, because if somebody does want it or want whatever, it's easy to write to that way. And secondly, once they get it and they can record it or do whatever, if they choose to work with me, or if they buy it, I can send them stems and they'll be able to make the breakdowns wherever they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And if they work with me, then I can go back in after they've recorded it, take the vocals, and then I can make the chops and do the stuff that I think that works with what they wrote. But I generally always put it in that kind of format if I put it on like SoundCloud or anything like that, specifically for them to write to. So you can hear, this must be the hook part. This is the fucking verse part. This is the hook part. You know what I'm saying? It's just, the verse part. So I put them together like that, just on a generic, just generically, so that somebody can understand how to write to it. That's it.
Gotcha.
But I'd love to go back. Like, when somebody records something, obviously, if I'm working with them and they love the beat, they're going to love it even more once I make changes and make the beat and shift and do things with their vocals, with their verses and or hook. But as far as like nowadays, because before my sobriety, I hate using that word, before I stopped drinking, you would literally have to come to me in order to hear some music or ask me, because I didn't just give it voluntarily out to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had to be fucking with somebody in order for them to even hear anything or anything that I do. Like, and that's why the core of people that I do fuck with, before anybody even knew who I was here in the city, they knew, and they're like, oh, this motherfucker right here's something else. You know what I mean? And also too, at that time when I got here, there was nobody sounding like me.
Mm-hmm.
And there really isn't anybody that sounds like me.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my own sound that is a combination of me, a mesh of everything that every place I've ever lived, every fucking street I've ever walked down, and every person that I've ever talked to about hip hop. I take in all information, and I manifest it, making beats. So it's West Coast, East Coast, the South. It's
All
trap,
of them
it's
shits.
drill, it's R&B, it's neo soul, it's rock and roll, it's folk music, it's every fucking thing.
Not folk music. God
Yeah.
damn.
Stepping music.
Yeah, stepping music. Yeah, that too. I was influenced by that shit, but I was making beats already that had that feel, but I didn't know what step music was until I came to Chicago. So now when I make shit, I'm thinking the shit's hardcore, and then the motherfucker might come in and go, "Oh shit," and I'm like,
That's weird. But
Mhm.
yeah, but that's that like that Cali like funk is it's like I feel like that shit translates to some of the major like hoods. Like a lot of shit that you get from Cali, it just works here. Because most people who are from Cali who come here, they just kind of they acclimate quick as hell.
well, I'll tell you why that is. And there is some truth to that, and then some of it's just not. Because Cali-based music is kind of based off, well, maybe you might be kind of right, because a lot of it is from the Midwest funk from the 70s and 60s. A lot of the real funky shit came from the Midwest.
Mhm,
Like
Cleveland and
yeah,
here
in
and
Chicago. Yeah,
Detroit.
a lot of groups.
Mhm.
Now, once California got its hands on it, and groups were forming in the 60s, 70s, and got their hands on that style, it became I would say like a spin-off of that.
like an offset of it.
An offset, yeah. But then the synths are deeper, the bass lines are deeper, the drums are hitting a little bit harder and more up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about hip hop. I'm talking about R&B music and things of that nature. So California's artists put their spin on it, and that's why probably the translation is really easy.
So like Rolls Royce and Zapp and Roger and all that kind of shit. Like
Zapp and Roger, they're yeah, but California adopted the shit out of it. The motherfuckers is from the Midwest.
I know.
Roger Troutman's from the Midwest.
I know.
So, but that is like more bounce to the ounce. Or any of those fucking songs are like those are like trophy songs in California.
I know,
and
like,
that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The two intersections.
How the fuck did you just turn this into an interview, man? Like that's crazy.
It's a conversation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I nerd out and went on that shit. That's why, like, when we interviewed Double A, like him and I started nerding the fuck out, and he loved that shit. You know what I mean? Because I do. People don't realize that I actually love
You're a student of the game.
hip hop. I love it to the core of my being.
And to truly love hip hop is to truly love all facets of music,
Yeah,
because that's what the fuck it is.
100%. And as much as I talk shit, I'm a student always. I am a student always, because I not only do I wake up every morning, I can't wait to get down here, but I'm constantly watching videos and things that what other people are doing, and I take a little bit from everybody. I'm like, oh shit, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then I think, okay, now how do I interpolate that? How do I make that a part of what I'm doing without it being clear that I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying, got this from him or do whatever? Because to me, it's just little niblets of things that can change how I go about doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change like, okay, I have my fucking sound. I know what my sound sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can tell me, oh, you sound like, no, motherfucker, I sound like me. I mean, and I be saying that shit like on some real shit. I be like, no, nigga, I don't sound like because you can't put me in a box.
No,
you can't put me in a box.
It's different days. You have like different pieces of different things.
It's all emotional for me.
Yeah.
If I'm pissed the fuck off, you're gonna hear some dark ass fucking shit. I'm gonna be making some dark, angry ass shit. If I'm feeling on some lovey-dovey, I'm gonna make some lovey-dovey shit. It's gonna, well, at least to me, it sounds lovey-dovey. You know what I'm saying? Or some really heartfelt shit. Like what's so crazy is like that the beat that I made just recently, and I don't know if you noticed, but I had stopped posting every day.
Yeah, I noticed
because I just feel like I want to start doing some more visual shit, because I really like filming these little videos and snippets with the beats,
which are quite dope.
Thanks, because people are already asking me to shoot fucking music videos. I'm like, I don't.
Shoot music videos. Yeah, you should. Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the creative shit. Like when the creative juices start flowing, it's like fucking everything's over with. Now that my thought process is all over the fucking place, and I'm trying to single shit down. You know what I mean? But so I had made this beat earlier in the day, right? And I was still fucking with it. And I kept, every time I walk away, because I'll walk away from something to what I call cleaning my ears. So I can stop listening to everything and then forget. I make myself forget about what I was doing.
Sort of like cleansing your palate.
Yes, 100%. And then I come back in after about an hour or so, hit play, and I go, fuck. And I make some adjustments and I go, oh, shit. So I made this beat and I was like, God damn, this shit is emotional as fuck. God damn. You know, I was just like, I couldn't stop playing it. And then I'm just like, as I'm listening to it, I'm fucking going through the internet, doing some shit, watching videos. And then I see the Pee Wee Herman died. And I was like, oh, fuck.
That shit crazy.
Yeah. I was like, wow. And then as soon as I posted the picture and said, wow, I was like, ooh, I need to make a video of Pee Wee Herman and this beat, because it just said something to me about it. And then I had people, you know, in the comments and shit saying, oh, you know, he's a pedophile, blah, 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 blah. Fuck whatever the fuck he was. Everybody's fucked up. But the fact is, was he a part of my childhood? No, but was he a part of something that happened when I was growing up and everything and doing my thing? Yeah, for sure, 100%. So when I was putting the video together, I found like an intro to his show. And then I got this thing about putting shit in reverse, because there's something about putting shit in reverse when you play the music to it and you have the, like, I had the vision of how I wanted it. And same with like the other video that I have, the couple in the park, and it's in reverse. And so you see how everything happened, but it looks like it happened, but then it did, you're like, wait, what just happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I did another one where I'm walking out of the house, and the crazy thing about that one is my vision for that was like, I wanted it in reverse. I had no idea that when I did it, you can't tell if I'm like, it's like the phone call starts and ends, but you don't know where it starts and ends. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me digress. So as I'm doing the Pee Wee Herman video, I put it in black and white. I put some effects on it. I put it in reverse, and then I kept putting it in reverse, and I kept slowing it down more and more. And the more I slowed it down, I realized there were certain parts in the video that were actually coinciding with the fucking beat, which really fucking blew my mind. And so I left it. I was like, yo, I cannot fuck with this no more. You know what I'm saying? And so like there's a part where like there's a part where the fucking flowers are looking up at the sky, and the part of the song goes flying high, and then it like goes into the sky, and then the birds flying backwards, and the whole thing is like it was the reverse of Pee Wee Herman's dead now, and this is like his whole, it was like his whole life going in reverse. Like, now you're dead, so this is, I don't know, some weird shit that went through my head when I did it. But if you go back and you watch that shit, you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about.
Watch it again.
Yeah, I can pull it up. I should pull it up and play it.
You should.
Yeah, but talk to the people while I do that then.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman.
Well, you know, I mean,
and I mean, for people who are either too old to like have watched him as a kid or too young, he was also Terry's dad from Reno 911. That shit was hilarious.
Ooh. Oh,
the dude that they used to arrest all the time for like prostitution and shit. He used to say he had a rich dad. He had a private jet, all kind of shit. And he said he had a album called "Fuck You, Dad" or some shit like that. And then they was trying to arrest him, and they needed a ride or some shit. And they somehow wound up at the airport, and it was a big ass jet that said for Terry or some shit like that. And here comes Pee Wee Herman in a full fucking chinchilla floor length joint coming off the plane with the album in his hand to pick up his son.
All right, so now I want you to look at this with a what do you call it? Let me just clear the screen, and then after that I think we will call. Hold on, let me pause it because I want to get it full screen real quick. Okay. I don't know if I can make this full screen. Probably not. All right.
Why not? God damn it.
Well, hold on. Let me do it this way then. All right. For those of you who are watching, just be patient real quick until if you just got in on the conversation, or if you get in on it later, you'll know why this is happening. Okay. Let me close these so you can just follow what I was saying now, and then listen to the music and watch the video. Let them both soak in.
Gotcha.
Okay. Even the people and the animals and shit, or the robots, couches, like the collapsing of it was dead.
Yeah. This is weirding me out a little bit.
Watch that collapse. The cereal's going, it's gone, it's over. How the cow would sing. Oh, this doesn't play the whole thing. God damn it. Hold on. Let me find the one that plays the whole fucking shit.
That's what I saw.
Huh?
That's what I saw.
All right, hold on. All right, people, hang on because we're gonna end the
But
show.
after that, though, like watching it, that's crazy.
After hearing what I said
Yeah.
about it, it puts a whole different spin on it. It really is like it's just it scared me. Like it legitimately scared me doing it because I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is 3 minutes. Yeah. Bear with us, people. It was really fucking with my head.
Cereal and spin it around with them.
Now they're eating you and then it disappears. Yeah. For those that are just watching, just keep game. Yeah. Yeah, just a glimpse into my head though. There is a method to my madness, and I don't. I honestly like. I don't really be thinking like people like it. It's why sometimes I can only relate to artists.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think people really get and understand like what goes through a motherfucker's head. Like there's a method to my madness. There's a method to why I do shit the way that I do it, and it's just it's
Well, that was pretty goddamn dope. So
pretty fucking strange, and and even listening that beat to me was really fucking with my head. Like I literally had walked away from it and was like, oh, fuck this beat. And then I came back to it and I listened to it and I was like, fuck, this shit is fucking crazy. This beat is fucking ill. And then thinking and then seeing the whole Pee Wee Herman thing, and I was like, oh, this has to go. I have to make something. And then when I put it together and everything, and I literally sat back and watched it before I posted it. I literally watched it like 80 times. I could not pull myself away from it. I like legitimately had to like, okay, motherfucker, you need to get a grip on fucking life real quick. Yeah. And because it fucked with me like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's I mean, if a motherfucker had to ask me about how or what or how I feel about or see things, that's a glimpse into like the creative process and what my thoughts, like not my thoughts so much on that beat. I knew what I was doing when I was making it and everything, and I knew how it was making me feel. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling really melancholy. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, even going stepping away from it and then coming back and listening to it, you know, I fell in love with that beat even more, you know. And then I think like when I make something like that, and that's something that I would have never played for anybody. That's something that I would have held on. What I was saying earlier, that's one of those beats I would have held on. And then like in my own moments where I'm fucked up or whatever the fuck, I would sit and
just go back when you need to tap into it.
When I need to tap into that emotional fucking part of whatever I was on at that moment, you know what I'm saying? But and then seeing the Pee Wee Herman thing was just like, oh man, I got to do something. And it wasn't for anybody. It wasn't for Pee Wee Herman. I was just, you know,
sometimes those are the best things.
Yeah, it was just like, oh fuck, Pee Wee Herman died. Damn, that's fucked up.
It just happens.
And so I might as well make a rest in peace fucking shit. And then the song, and I was like, God, the beat, I mean, and then once I started putting it together, I was just like, oh my God, I am, yo, it fucked with me. It really did. And it still does, even watching it. I'm like, I can only.
But that shit dope though.
Yeah, I can only watch so much of it, but.
Very cool. Very, very artsy fartsy.
I don't know about artsy fartsy, but hey, yeah. I mean, like if you ask me questions like that, I get nerded out and see what happens and we fuck around. And
what app do you use
to do what? I can't say it out loud, man, because they ain't sponsoring us, bro.
Okay, see,
you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But if CapCut wants to sponsor us, I'll fucking say their name. We'll all say their name.
I'll say it.
We'll say it. We'll fucking shoot everything with CapCut.
Yeah.
But until then, we ain't saying shit about CapCut until CapCut cuts the check. Okay, CapCut, are you listening? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on in the brain. You know, you're an artist, you're a writer. You know what I mean? And so your brain is constantly working and thinking about writing and thinking about words being put together, thinking about poetry, thinking about all this shit. Like even when we ask the questions, okay, when I wrote those questions. Everybody, I swear to you, that I showed the questions to, maybe not you, but even at first you were like, what? But I knew what the fuck I was asking.
No, and then at first when I read out, but I said to myself, oh, these some conversations right here. Like every single one of those motherfucking questions. You know what I'm saying? And like it's weird because you would think that something like that would just not be as amazing as it is. But like
I knew
we just I mean like something so simple as just some fucking questions.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But like we're the shit that we got out of Bodine, like
amazing.
What the fuck? Where'd that come from?
You would never think.
Never.
Not in a million years. And that's probably and the one thing I love about those questions. The one thing I love about those questions is because it invokes a real answer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like. There's no dancing around it.
No.
And as an artist, first of all, an artist is just going to really spit out what they feel immediately to those questions.
Mm-hmm.
When I handed those questions to some people, they read them and they go, "This is about the dumbest shit I ever seen." I'm like, "No, you don't get it.
Yeah,
you don't get it." I know, as an artist, as a person who's been involved in music and shit for so many fucking years. Not only have I been asked these questions before, some of them, that I think about these questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think about the shit all the fucking time. And if anybody out there that's being involved in music, these are questions that like, there's no way none of these motherfuckers don't not think about them.
Yeah. Yeah. It may not be, you know,
the exact question, but
it's a thought that you've driven past, you know, a time or two for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, like, is crazy. And shout out to everybody that tapped in with us tonight. I promise you, we'll be back next week. You know, everything is normal. Shout out to Copyright, man. Godspeed. We're gonna definitely have you back. We have to reschedule, so we ain't mad at it or nothing. No slight to nobody. We understand how shit works. Sometimes things just fucking happen, and you know, we got him on the rebound. So he's already game, and he's already, you know, but he had some issues he had to deal with, and that's fine. We have no problem with that, man. Godspeed. But the show must go on like always, man. Shout out to you, man, for holding it down. But I think a lot of times in this on this real serious shit. I think a lot of times people just take that I just run my mouth just to be running my mouth. And I do. But it's really all of it's just like smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's,
sure.
you know, flashpoint shit,
You're quite
knee-jerk
articulate.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thanks. But there is a fucking method to the madness up here. There is a method to damn near everything that I do. I'm always thinking strategically in how to do things. And that's why we have the greatest podcast on the internet right now,
Hands
today,
down. Hands down.
and counting,
Hands
because
down.
we just getting started. You know what I'm
God
saying?
damn it.
But shout out. Yeah. See, that's one thing the engineer does agree. That's the one thing you agree. We have the dopest fucking podcast. And I'll be
Hands down.
goddamn. We have not had one person say they didn't have a fucking wonderful fucking time on our show. We had
Yeah, we haven't.
we had one little tiny hiccup, but I ain't gonna say no names,
Yeah,
but
don't.
they still had
Fuck
a
'em.
great time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I really reiterate what you said. Fuck them.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna, you know, it is what it is. You know, I know we were solid in our shit. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We'll keep it at that. Keep it one thou out.
Hey, fuck shit is
But,
fuck shit, you know?
We do great shows. We have great artists. We love giving even artists, you know, because we're artists. We're up and coming. We ain't nobody fucking special. If you feel like you want to be on the show and you feel like you got something that brings something to the table, obviously we can't just have people on the show just to be having
Just
them on
all
the show.
willy-nilly and shit. No.
Yeah, no, we gotta have, you know, come on, have some substance, have something, and I'm gonna say this, and you can reiterate, you can send out your own invites, but I send out the invite to anyone. Hit us up at unwrap808@gmail.com. That is UNRAP, just as the name of the show, unwrap808@gmail.com. Send us your info, man. We'll put you on the show, man. But make sure that you at least are working on a project.
Yeah.
Have past projects and or is working on new projects or something. We love helping promote. That's a real thing. We love helping promote older artists, new artists, motherfuckers getting their mojo back. Man, man, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we want to push the culture forward.
We want to push the culture forward as the hacking ass engineer, the great engineer that changed his name to Swiping Booties or something. What do you say about the show, bro? Now he ain't talking.
We all good, big dog.
No, and I'm saying, what do you say about the show?
He says, the world without hip hop.
Yeah, bringing flavor to taste or something. What do you say?
Without hip hop, the world is flavorless.
Without hip hop, the world is flavorless. And my man's saying that about. I'm just gonna say it. He's saying that about our show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's saying that about our show.
Oh yes.
We bringing flavor, taste, all that shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And again, shout out to you. Shout out to the engineer for always being a great teammate and helping us, you know, move the culture forward, move everything forward, moving our show forward, because we some cold motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you right now, if you motherfuckers ain't in tune right now, you missing the fuck out.
Yeah.
And by the way, hit that like and subscribe. Help us out. We greatly appreciate it. We love the culture. We love everybody that loves the culture. And you know what? Even for the haters, man, we love you too, motherfucker.
I mean,
So
yeah.
it is what it is. And with that being said, any last words you want to get off your chest?
No.
No, we good.
It was fun.
It was fun. Sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Beats by the Pound.
Keep them kids in the house.
Oh God, yes.
Keep them babies out the streets.
I
Chicago
feel like
is a
there's-
ginormous cluster.
I feel like there's something to that. Go ahead.
Stay away
Expound.
from downtown.
shit. They
Oh, the downtown shit, man.
but that's not
Look, that's a whole nother show.
But that shit that was happening downtown, like a couple of one of the last times we did get it off your chest, that's what I was talking about. That we had that situation in my apartment building, like just a fuck ton of teenagers with a fight club and just all kind of weird shit. And like,
you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but you know what the craziest part of that is? A lot of these parents are from the real culture of hip hop, and they should be standing on these kids' necks.
So there's one video. So, obviously people were like, a couple of people I went to high school with was coincidentally driving down the street when the shit was going down. They was like videoing, but there was a couple of videos where you could see parents where there was this one dude right in front of White Palace. 2 of his daughters was out there. He was cussing their ass out. So I think a lot of this shit is, the parents, they almost empty nesters or they working or whatever the fuck. They just don't expect their kids to be fucking morons,
Right.
But people need to check on their motherfucking kids. You can't just leave them out all willy-nilly. They start learning shit from each other, and kids are fucking stupid.
Yeah, they are.
They are fucking stupid. And you have to, remember what you were like when you were that age.
Wow. Some of us were more advanced.
Because you had to be, but it's like now there's so much privilege, and the generation of parents is, I want my kids to have everything that I didn't have. And
trust me, that's a huge mistake.
You focus too much on that shit and not on, the foundational things that they need. And then next thing you know,
entitled,
they're in the middle of canal.
That's a whole nother show.
Setting fucking 7-Eleven on fire and shit.
That's a whole nother motherfucking show. Consequences, actions, all that shit. Anyways, let's digress. We've been at this for an hour and a half. We pulled this shit off. We did this shit.
We did.
Man, shout out to us. Can we get a round of applause for us?
Woo, woo.
I see. I gotta just take shit into my own motherfucking hands. That's what you get when you have it happen. That's what you get when you have it happen. Liquor, maybe he getting a blowjob right now. I don't know.
I'm here with you. I don't know anything about any of that shit.
I don't know, man. But we don't know what he's doing.
No.
Cheering gonna get a blowjob?
What?
Jericho? Who the fuck is that?
I said you cheering. You hit the cheer button after you.
Hey man, shout out to the engineer. He's getting a blowjob right now. That's why he was late on the fucking your digs. All right, let's get this outro, man. Can we get that from the engineer? Can we get some music? Let's see, man. Let me see if you got it. Ooh, I feel like freestyling out the gate.
Oh, here comes the double O.
All right. You gonna say a couple bars at least?
No.
All right.
My shit is extra rusty.
Check it out. Check it out. Let me see if I can pull something out my ass.
All right, let's go.
I said, mic check 1 2. They can't come close to me. I'm not an MC. I make beats, but fuck that. Right now I'm about to rap. How about that? How about that? Silly rabbit, try to take it. I'm right here. I'm shaking and maybe baking. My wrist hurts. I'm shaking up all this dope. The dope that I deal with, you can't even cope. Everything that I do is like up your nose like coke. You understand that metaphor? So just hold your throat and maybe even choke your ass out for a second, because right about now I ain't even got a fucking weapon, but my weapon is my mouth and maybe these hands, because that's the kind of way that I grew up, man. Damn, you didn't think the kid could flow, but this is nothing. I got a whole lot more in the show. Anyways, I'm gonna end the show. We've been for an hour and a half, and now you know. Just for a second, I just had to spit, because they telling me that I can't really do this shit. They don't understand. I've been fucking around for a long time, and now I'm feeling myself. So stand back, fall back, fuck around, and get your ass clapped. And that's real. That's coming from the old fat rap. But now they call me something else. That's heat detector. That means I detect the heat and maybe carry a weapon. You don't know what the fuck I'm about, so shut your mouth and listen right now before I start dissing. Any MC that come my way, it's up the top of the dome, because daddy don't play. Grab the top of the mic with the steel. Make sure I peel back the reels, the layers of everything that I'm saying. It's really that. I'm really rap. I'm really all that. I just speak right off the top of the dome. I told you right now, don't fuck around with the chrome unless you really got it. Unless your pen is real tight. You fuck around over here and you're bound to end up in a fight. Shit, I'm just spitting my shit. I'm about to light my cigarette and end the shit. Or I mean maybe cigar. Because right now it's gone too far. We gotta end the show. It's gone too far. All right. Listen, can I get some echo?
Well.
That's just, I know, that's bullshit work. Yeah. You know what? This has been Unwrapped, baby. Unwrapped, baby. 1 2 hit the like button, silly fool. Anyways, let's get ice 5. Shut your mouth right now. Oh la.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Listen, This has been Unwrap, man. Check us out. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. We really appreciate everybody, man. We about this bitch. Hey, listen, you got anything you want to say to anybody?
No, man.
By the way, before I end this shit, I'm 177-0. Let's go, baby.
That's petty. That's petty.